Marshall card. Just take it out in the hole.
Yeah, I have to take it out in the hole.
Just got it. Just take it out. Good.
Yeah.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to all you Wakim out there who pushing his word with all truth and sincerity, and as well as all you believers out there who believing on the gospel. And it's a couple of brothers from the Great Millstone Houston camp, from the brother Korah Abad,
Brother Batamayim.
and the Lord, he got us together, at the Wadi Al Bashim Al Shai, even being together, he put on our spirit to come and do this lesson, which every lesson is a blessing and an opportunity to serve the Lord, man. That's why none of us should take this for granted. And you have a lot of men right now who are taking this opportunity that the Lord gave us, taking it for granted, and not taking it as serious as they should, and not really, granted, we young men is brother young men, and we haven't been in the truth that long, but not really understanding that is a specific order of things. And it's not the first time the Heavenly Father have done this within the history of the nation of Israel. He always set up a specific order within a nation. Certain men to lead, specific men to rule. And then from those men, they was gonna set up other men to lead, man. But now we're in the age where you can have a social media, your space, right? It started with MySpace.
Yeah, God.
MySpace, your Instagram, your selfie, everything will be about you. So coming into the truth, a lot of Israelites like to make this about them. They want to be the man. They want to be the head of the camp. They want to be the next famous person on YouTube cutting Edomites or cutting Christians. But in fact, coming into this truth, we're supposed to be the total opposite of that, man. You see? As simple as possible, serving the Lord. What's the acronym the apostle use? KISS, keep it simple.
Mm-hmm. Keep it simple, saints.
You see? Keep it simple, man. But nevertheless, there's a lot going on. There's a couple things, man, this brother was talking about. So we'll just kind of do a various topics, whatever the Lord have hit our spirit. But you see, you had Hassad go up to the elders and the brothers out there in North Carolina, which you go have a lot of that. Men secretly looking for the oil. Matthew 25. They might come up and have it seem like they asking questions, seem as they sincere, but really they looking for the oil, man. Mm-hmm. But you got it, Doc. Whatever you got, bro.
Nah, and that's the thing. Like, we had a meeting, but hey, even in that meeting, it's still an order. Like the brother going into, it's a righteous order. Hey, there's certain men set up. I know for me, I'm older. I'm a little older than some brothers in the camp that's above me as officers, but they're older than me in this truth. So, am I not supposed to be in order under these brothers? Like, hey, taking heed to what they're saying, and we're gonna go into, staying in the same doctrine, hey, just obeying, those that are over us. But the first precept I had was 1 Timothy 5:17. Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine. So giving double honors to the elder apostles, why? They've been laboring in this thing 40 years. Hey, they are up in age too, so they do have more experience in the world sense, but how much more in the sense of in this truth, the correct doctrine, the correct breakdowns. The guy was asking about the Ezekiel 38, and I was watching the video, Apostle Hart, he was basically saying like, damn, how many times I got to break it down? Like, are you not going to seek, the breakdowns that's already been done? Do we have to, yes, we do constantly go over the same breakdowns, but are you actually, you just want to do it on your time? We're not working on your time. The elders are not working on your time. They're worthy of double honor, man. These men have labored, man. These men are constantly teaching, even when they don't really want to teach. And I don't mean it like, no, they don't want to teach, but no, you know, they may just want to relax and they still be teaching. I can give a testimony. And the first time I met Apostle Rumline, you know, we was just, you know, sitting around talking, and he was like, the elder apostle so humble. He's like, you know, I don't even want to, you know, start going into it. And we're like, nah, we want to be fed. And we were literally sitting at the counter like he was serving us, which it was very symbolic to me. Like he's standing on one end of the counter facing us, and he's teaching. Like, no, we want to be fed, man. We want to hear what you have to say. We want to give the correct breakdown. You know, we want to get this doctrine correct, man, because we know the penalty of not doing the correct thing. What you got?
And you're gonna say rule. I forget the Greek word, but it says those who profess an honest profession. One of the last definitions, and that's one thing you see from the, you know, from our leadership. Those men have been professing a good profession, but you've been sinning by their actions. And in line with what the scriptures say, what you know, what the men will be doing in these times, saying the names, prophecy, everything lined up. You know, but you got it out. Whatever you had.
I said the back should be
All right, but that's another thing we about to start seeing in these times. Matthew 25. A lot of people, remember, the closer it got to Yahweh Shai, the Lord's coming. It says what? That men was gonna come looking for the oil, asking for the oil. Now it ain't gonna be just in a way saying in panic, oh my God, you know, it's the end of the world, I don't know what to do. Man, give us some of the oil. No, it's gonna be in many different ways. Remember, Satan's snakes come in many different ways. You see? So a lot of people gonna be coming up seeming like they sincere. Oh, look, elders of Great Millstone, GMS. You know, I just got a question. I see y'all did this. What's the breakdown of Ezekiel 38? Because really, they looking for the answers. They looking for the answers. They don't know. They don't know. You see? And a lot, we're going to see more of that. Men approaching camps approaching camps. Right? Individuals approaching camps. Why? One is to be seen, to get a following, to do whatever they do. But a lot of these people going to be looking for the answers the closer we get to the end of the world, man. And it's going to come up and they're going to make it seem as if they're trying to learn, trying to get it, trying to be sincere. But really, they don't got it. And really, that's another thing. The Lord about to make a separation between his men and the false prophets. He always did it throughout our history, man. And that's why it's good to go into the history, because you had a lot of men in times raised up to be somebody, but the Lord always showed who he was dealing with. No matter what, the Lord always going to show who he dealing with, man. And when that time, like I said, Malachi 3, it's time for Jake to discern between the righteous and the wicked, who's serving the Most High, who not. You got it, though, bro.
Hebrews chapter 13, verse 17. Obey them that have rule over you and submit yourselves, for they watch for your souls.
You got it, though.
As they might give account that they may do it with joy and not with grief, for that is unprofitable for you. So obeying, hey man, getting in order, man. We're in the time of getting in order. When you're a soldier in this thing, you got to be in order. If you're not in order as a soldier and you going off and doing your own thing, you're liable to get sent to the spirit world. You know, that rule over you. Submit yourselves. Hey man, submit to those over you. Like the brother went up with Hassan. He went up to a young elder in this truth that's been laboring, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? Submit yourselves. Come humble, man. Be sincere about this thing. Like me and the brother was talking about. We was watching a video. Hey, man, that brother wasn't sincere about what he was doing, man.
I come to you in love, brothers. Man.
Come on now.
You see straight through that shit. I came up and saluted and I said, Shalom, brothers, and I'm coming in love. But you're questioning. Yeah. Come on, man. Hey, what's that? If a brother on the coming boy know, is in the Maccabees when they was going to war, and it said, "Oh, dude wanted to beat somebody, and he went out and tried to."
That was the elephant.
Elephant fell on him.
Yeah.
You know what that was? Seeking to beat somebody. In Maccabees, seeking to beat somebody, and the elephant fell on him. Right, seeking your own preeminence, man. Seeking to beat somebody, and guess what? That elephant go fall on you. Hey, the elephant in the room, huh?
Yeah.
It's gonna fall on you, man. But that's why Yahweh Shai said, just take the Lord's seat. And that's one thing we have learned being around our apostles, our elders, and the brothers, so on and so forth. Just take the Lord's seat. People talk about us because, we don't go out there in the best garments. We don't get the extravagant venues for the Passover. No, man, we do it how Yahushua and them did it. We going in houses, you know, in sackcloth. Come and play, because why? What is it all about? It's about the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, His Son, Yahushua, and the word we preaching. What's the doctrine, man? That's what it's all about. This was going to get us saved, man. You got it. You found it?
That's in First Maccabees 6. Eleazar, certain names, perceiving that one of the beasts armed with, I think that, no, that's...
Yeah, I know it's,
I know it says something about the elephants.
throw some on this slow.
Is that the king?
Yeah, it's 6 and 46. Go to it.
Here you go. It's like Eleazar. I think that's the king.
Yeah. So we start at 40. Sound like Charleston White on. Yeah. Con, let's start at 43.
Con.
No, so this count in the Maccabees, man, showing what can happen if you take it upon yourself to be somebody, man. The Lord could take that away from you in a way that as you was trying to be somebody, He could do the total opposite and bring you down, man. You got to do it.
First Maccabees 6 and 43. Eleazar, also surnamed Savaran, perceiving that one of the beasts armed with royal harness was higher than all the rest, and supposing that the king was upon him, put himself in jeopardy.
So look, he seen this big elephant. It was nice, splendid, So he said, the king got to be on that one. You got it out.
To the end.
So look, and it say he put himself in jeopardy. You put yourself out there.
That's right.
Just like Hassan, you put yourself out there. You the one who, did the vid and brothers responding. Now you was forced to go, which you wasn't forced, but your ego has you go out there and I'm gonna just approach him then. Because maybe I could cut him in person. Maybe they'll say something different from what the apostles and elders said on the video, and we can expose them to a video, me and Deacon.
Well, like we brought out in Hebrews, it says the elders watch over your souls. And you mentioned that yesterday about how Elder Tazapai, because I actually reached out to him and I was asking for the breakdowns, and he responded. He's like, I don't mind going into the breakdowns, but that's not what I was actually saying. So that's why another reason why he went into it again. He was like, hey, this is, because they rule over your souls, man. Like they are watching over your souls. And a lot of things like the brother, like you mentioned, they want to be the top guys, but that comes with great responsibility, man. I heard Elder Apostle Ricard say, he said, man, I don't wish the type of demons that attack us, I don't wish that upon none of you brothers. And when I look at Elder Apostle Ricard in his eye when he said that, I can see the sincerity. I can see the healthy fear in that. Because I thought about it, I was like, man, as a young brother, I can deal with demons, but to be on that top level, to get those type of demons, I really don't want no smoke with them demons. Like, nah, it ain't, man. So listening to the elders that rule over you, man, like they're literally watching over your spirits, man. They want to be saved just like you. We all fight for that same penny. But back in First Maccabees chapter 6, verse 44, put himself in jeopardy to the end he might deliver his people, and get him a perpetual name.
See, get himself a name. He wanted to be known. He wanted to be known. You have a lot of people right now, a lot of men who start camps because of what? They want to be known. They don't want to come under the order, as they would say. Why? Because they want to have their own branch or own camp or own name on it. So they can be known, man. They don't want to be told to report here.
Yeah.
Talk to him. Call him. For Passover, we over here at this house. Jake don't want to be told that. Jake, a lot of men coming to the truth still with that I'm a grown ass man spirit. And when not really, if you were still a grown ass man, you wasn't born again.
No, that's right.
If you were grown, I'm a grown ass, right? You wasn't born again because you're supposed to be a whole newborn child.
You gotta come as a newborn baby and desiring the sincere milk. But just like the dude was the Shopper 12 talking about, if I'm not the head of a camp, then I don't want to join GMS. It might not be set up for you to actually be the head of a camp. It's some heads of the camps. If you ask a lot of the heads of camps, a lot of the heads of camp that I've asked, they were like, I didn't want to do this. Like, I didn't ask to be the head of a camp.
And even that show you need to be around brothers so you know even how the Lord deal. Heads of camps don't always stay heads of camps.
That's right.
But he been alone, brother, and thinking he a part of the brotherhood. Not just saying him, but you have people out there who just follow the doctrine and they think just because they own a comment board, they may have a wrench. You know, the thing is you miss out on a lot of what goes on off the camera. That's the most important part. So you miss out on seeing rank get taken and a man getting promoted. You miss out on seeing rebukes and then upliftments. You miss out on the fellowships and the late nights and the crying together and the rejoicing together and you miss out on all that. So yeah, you can get it in a way on a YouTube over camera on a comment board, but it's different being in person. The brotherhood is different in person, man. You see? What you got it, Doc?
First Maccabees 6:45. Wherefore he ran upon him courageously.
So look, he wanted to be somebody. He said, if I do this, my name will be known. So he ran out there in the wall.
I think he was King David.
Right.
Got that King David spirit out there. Through the midst of the battle, slain on the right hand and on the left.
So he doing his thing. Look, so he was doing his thing. That's the thing. A lot of Jake feel like just because you out here, you doing your thing, it's not wrong. It's not gonna lead to death. He doing his thing. Like he said, he jumped, so he popped out on niggas. You know, he popped out and showed niggas. But he look, slaying niggas over here, slaying niggas over there. So it wasn't that he wasn't on, not saying on point, but that he wasn't doing his thing in the flesh. But in spirit, the way he was going about it, his reasoning, he just wanted to be somebody. It wasn't in the right spirit. So see, you could be doing your thing, but it cannot be in the right spirit, and that can lead to your judgment from the Lord, man. You got it, all right.
So that they were divvied from him on both sides, which done, he crept under the elephant and thrust him under and slew him, whereupon the elephant fell down upon him, and there he died.
Woo. So in him and this man trying to get glory, trying to be somebody, right? Trying to become somebody, he died. That led to his death. That led to him being in other words, judged, for lack of better words. Now the thing is, in him being judged, the Lord had this man get proud. He thought he was doing something because he killing people. He was actually getting busy. And then he got to the point, hit the elephant fell on him, he died.
Yeah, he wanted to get glory, thinking, like I said, in a King David spirit, but his glory is totally different than what he perceived. That's why you're not supposed to lean out on your own understanding. You start going off and doing your own thing, thinking that you got it. Hey, the Lord, I always say, hey, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, like, hold my yayan, I'm gonna show you. And you don't want Yahweh Shem Yahshua to put that spirit out there to show you, because hey, if he show you, you're gonna be in the spirit world talking to him. Like I always. But next precept I had was 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 14. But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them. So being assured, like the brothers always say, understanding like, hey, the correct teachers versus those that's teaching you incorrectly. You know, being assured in that thing. Hey, you got to know in the spirit. Pray to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. I know for me, before I came in, he's not in a camp or anything, but he told me, he said, hey, watch all the camps. He's like, hey, at the end of the day, I watch, GMS Great Millstone. So in the back of my mind, I was like, it's got to be something with Great Millstone. So I'm watching all the camps. I'm like, okay, everybody kind of bringing out the same thing. And then I just seen the elder apostles on 34th. They was going in one day. I'm talking about they was getting down. I was like, oh, all these things I kind of, understood in the world, but they're bringing it out through the scriptures. I was like, oh, okay, I see why they watch Great Millstone. They teaching, I'm reading, I'm following along. I'm looking up the words like they tell me, hey, don't take our word for it. Look it up. Like the elder apostles will tell you that. So with that being said, hey, you have to be assured in that thing. and continue.
And it says, knowing of whom thou hast learned them.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people, you know, they ain't see the old videos of the apostles, of the elders, of the bishops in Connecticut, though. The old videos.
Mm-hmm.
Because this video was posted, you know, back in the old school when the apostles was young men, but I'm talking about even with the end of the world.
Yeah, I was thinking about
banner at the back, the old breakdowns when there was number breakdowns on breakdowns, and even we came late. Our elders, they came when the apostles doing the breakdowns, posting them, chopping it up, but we came and we seen that last bit. But the point is, a lot of those videos and pages have been deleted.
Mm-hmm.
So these new camps and new people coming in and getting on YouTube and getting on YouTube and learning breakdowns, thinking they know something, they just see the apostles as, I'm not saying it, you know, at disrespect, but an old men.
Yeah.
You know, but they see these elderly men and they didn't see the work they put in the past, so they just looking at what they doing now on GMS Info Daily Edification. They just look at that. They don't know about the past works, man. The past breakdowns, the past history. They don't know the apostles came rough. What they trying to mimic now, what they doing now, having the blocking chaos and all. The apostles been did that. They been did that. But you know, a lot of people don't see that now. And the breakdowns they even teaching, they don't know that came from, some of them from the apostles are from their teachers, man. Mm-hmm. So going back to that, it says, and knowing from whom thou has learned them. A lot of teaching now, they don't even know who they learned from, where they get it from, where it started from. Who is Elijah? Who is John? Who is Elijah that was gonna come back? Mm-hmm. What man that was? Then after him, who the Lord started dealing with after him? Come on, man. How we get to this point of us knowing we Israelites now in 2024 as this gospel to the four corners? What man it started with, man? But you know, a lot of jigs just get on YouTube, all right?
That's what it is. And like you said earlier, YouTube, like you making it about you. You want to be about your camp. What about uplifting Yahweh Bashim Yahushua? Our elder apostles make sure, hey, don't give us credit like that. Don't be uplifting us. Don't exhort us. Wait, we giving all credit to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, who gives the increase. And on the flip side, he definitely will give you that decrease too. So you can't be proud, or hey, you'll be deceased at the end of the day. Then the last ones I want to go into, Sirach chapter 6, verse 33. If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. And if thou bow thine ear, thou shalt be wise. Stand in the multitude of the elders and cleave unto him that is wise. I was watching the Chicago Brothers, I believe it was last week, and Elder Uriah, you know, he clinched, you know, they into the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Mm-hmm. He clinched onto the brother Mataz. And that brother Mataz had the arm bar. He was kind of wiggling. He's like, no, I can't get under that. But Elder Uriah was like, that's how, you know, symbolic, you want to cleave unto the elders. So if you want to listen, you know, when you go into hearing, really it's to listen, because you got to let it process. Like Martin said, you got to let it marinate. Like, mm-hmm. It got to marinate. You got to meditate on these words day and night, as the scriptures say. But cleave unto the elders, man. They're giving you wise counsel, man. And anything, like, again, back to Elder Tazabah, he wants to give you wise counsel. Why? Because one thing our camp is, like you always say, we blessed to know that we have brothers that have that experience in the world, but also have that experience in the truth. And that experience goes into gaining knowledge through trials, you know? So all these trial and errors, hey, they don't want to see you fall into the same thing, because the elders in our camp will tell you, hey, we're not living in a time for you to fail at certain things, because that one fail, hey, you might get sent to the spirit realm, man.
Yeah.
Like Elder Ariel and Dowson say, hey, make your next move could be your last move, just like in chess. Hey, you know, hey, at the end of the day, you want to seek wise counsel, man.
Yeah, there's a certain, you can run out of Salakias.
Yeah, kind of.
You can run out of Salakias, you know? Like even the dude Shopper, like I seen, he ain't come back yet. He ain't bounced back. And not even saying in the sense that unless he got another page.
Yeah, I'm not even sure. I don't even.
And, you know, not saying in the sense that he, you know, response back to brother's videos. I'm saying just even a blessing, you know, street speaking. But again, going in to try to be, you want to be the camp here, the Lord gave you that shine, that attention. Because being on the level will get more demons. He gave you certain attention. Look, you know how many people make the videos on the apostles and all that? They don't stop.
No.
Keep going, man. You got it, though.
You want to keep going on that?
Nah, if you ain't had nothing else,
Nah, that was it.
I see the brother got one bad
Come on.
Yahweh Shai.
Everybody dropping some heat.
This,
Shalom to the Akim and the Aquat on the comment board. You got it, bro.
Khan, Shalom. This 2 Timothy 2 and verse 2. It says, "And the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men who shall be able to teach others also." And that's another thing, not just teaching anybody. It says faithful men. Make sure I don't connect to that. It says faithful men who shall be able to teach others also. You have a lot of groups who just want to gather anybody into the group. It ain't about just getting anybody into the group. Yahweh Shai ain't look for anybody. He said, "I have ordained you that you went and bring forth fruit." Key thing, and that your fruit should remain. So Yahweh Shai was indirectly telling us what? He wants us to go gather the elect. Now, do we know who the elect are? No, but the actions, they certain things about them. You know? John the Baptist said when he ain't looking for everybody, he want those who are meet for repentance worthy, man. But you got it, bro. That's pretty much it.
That was it.
Con. But you could take us out.
Con. You know, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. You want to say some more?
That's pretty much it.
Con. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying and exhorting to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. That's who salvation is for. Use Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And if your spirit resonate with this and you look like the other heathen nations, hey, you're more than likely you're an Israelite. But Lord willing, this is edifying. We want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our elder apostles. Our elders are great millstone as GMS, and double honors to their high priest who taught them this truth, this correct doctrine. Peace and blessings to the Akim and a few Akwat across the four winds. Shalom.
Shalom, bring it out. That's right.